Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. It's not Friday, but we are doing the weekly home fragrance chat roundup. Technically Fragrance Friday, but I never upload these on Friday because I'm bad. I'm busy, I'm bad. I'm not on schedule, okay? So regardless, we're gonna talk about the same thing. I'm gonna start with Scentsy items, probably non-wax, since that's kind of what I have on top. Haven't done much organizing of the bin, but let's still chat. So first, I took this out of Corey's car, and this is our car bar clip. It's like a car bar, but it's like half the size, and it's on this little vent clip. So it's meant to just like, put right on your vent versus the car bars hang from your mirror or wherever you want to hang them, I guess. So these come in a duo like so with two little pieces. So Corey just did one at a time. I got this for him like a lifetime ago, and while it still smells like your nose, I wonder if I should put it on like the heat vent in his room. It's definitely not scenting your car. And these, I don't know. I feel like car bars work better in the summer because they hang from your mirror and like the sun hits them. And I think these work better in the winter because you're using your heat most likely. However, I've only used one, which I'll talk about next. And I don't like necessarily love it. I don't know. I think I prefer the car bar. They're $9 for the two. And the scent I had for him was Mystery Man. That's what I was looking for. It says white cedar, verbena, and bergamot. It's just a man's cologne, in my opinion. Somebody commented the other day that they're like, no, this one smells so bad compared to the other men's scents, which is funny. Because to me, they all kind of smell the same. But I don't know, Corey liked that one. So what I replaced it with for him, I changed it out. I had cider mill in my car. I had one in my car, and I was like, I just don't love cider mill. I think I talked about that when I took it out of my car. And so I had one more, like the other side, and I basically told Corey, like, he was like, oh, I feel like he kind of likes that scent because he kind of likes all the scents I don't like. Like, honestly, we generally, if I don't like something, he's pretty okay with it. And then generally everything I like, he's not a super fan of. So I feel like we can kind of trade that way. So he was like, okay, yeah, it's not that bad. So I just put it in his car and took out this one. And I haven't even heard him, like, has he even noticed? I don't know. This is orange and this is blue. So like, you think he would, and obviously smells different, but he hasn't said anything. So maybe he hasn't noticed, but I just don't love this scent, or I don't love the scent of cider mill specifically. It's not that I don't like the car bars, but also I don't know that they're my favorite. I'm going to try to plug this in his office in the heat vent because they're in the floor. And obviously we're running the heat right now. So I know my mom has done that before, like in her entryway. I'm gonna check that out and see if it works. Okay, I think the only other non-wax, I think, is these two pods. So they are in Orchard, Apple, and Spice. Honestly, I feel like these pods got a little bit weird there in the middle. Like, right now they smell fine, but I feel like in the middle of their cycle through the fan diffuser systems, they got a little questionable. So if you're new to Scentsy and you're like, what are these in your hands? We have fan diffusers. So they are just little things. They're just like little fans, basically. They have all kinds. They have some you plug in the wall. They have these mini ones, but they're literally just a fan. And then there's these little capsules of fragrance beads that you just set right on top and it blows the scent through. So it's a waxless, it's really safe, no spills, no mess. Like, I love the pod systems. You can also use them in our air purifiers, all of the fan systems. So I put these throughout various of our wall fans and air purifiers throughout the house. They ended, I think, in Gemma's bathroom, the bathroom with her litter box. So it's her bathroom. If you go in there, she's very territorial about it. She's like following you in there, like, what are you doing? It's so funny. But I don't know if it's because they were in her bathroom that I was getting like a weird vibe from them. Because obviously it's the litter box bathroom. But they smell fine now. I have a new set going and I kind of feel like I'm getting that same weird vibe. So I don't know if that's just like something that's happening in the fan. I think the ones I just maybe put in as my last set, or maybe I have one more. But I have this in the wax in my club. And I'm going to do my club edit video. I was gonna say soon, but I'm gonna do it. I'm just dreading it. So I'll probably film it soon. Okay, let's talk about Valentine's Day bars. I literally just got these. I'm just making sure there's no other things I missed. I literally just got these, but we're warming these two today. So let's start with this one. It's Together Forever. It is a burst of apple and strawberry with an enduring hint of sweet pea, is what Scentsy says. To me, and it's very apparent in this glam, while it has no wax in it, this is so like vine-like and hairspray-like. Like it reminds me of going to the hair salon with my mom as a kid and like sitting there playing with the toys while she got her hair done, and like it smells like hair color, like treatment, like just the vibes I get from a hair salon, like the amount of chemical smells in a hair salon. And I know I said this in my original video where we talked about the Valentine's Day bars. I feel like almost nowadays the salons don't smell like that anymore. Like maybe they just used more harsh chemicals, or they were more fragrant back in the day, but I feel like they used to smell so intense back in the day, and I feel like I don't get that anymore, or as intense. I don't know. Okay, so I really get this, like the only thing I get on cold. While it's warming, that goes away and it's kind of more of like a fruity floral. I'm not getting that like weird hairspray viney type note, but I can't say that I would want to get it again. Like I think just knowing that I get that, like when I open up the clam, it just puts me off, you know what I mean? It's kind of odd. So I'm so curious to see what other people get from that, because I really only get that when I open the clam, but also it's just kind of like a fruity floral on warm, but I think that like smell just deters me way too much. And then the other one I'm working on is You're the One. I love this lettering on here. This one is Cucumber Splash and Sheer Green Apple embrace a soothing whisper of aloe vera. And if you guys didn't watch my Valentine's Day video, I have to pull up, because I looked it up before I got going, because I was like, I have to share this with them. So I know I told you guys in my first sniffs video that this smells, it totally does, I totally get that. Colorific. It smells like those scented erasers. I'm gonna pull them up because I googled it before I came. Okay, so if you can see here, let me take off my keyboard. Like, look at all these results. I don't even think you can buy them anymore. All these are like eBay, which leads me to believe that you can actually buy these. But if you guys remember these, I think all of these, like one was green apple, I think. Yeah, it says something apple, blueberry, grape, watermelon. Like I remember having these, and this one, this You're the One, specifically smells like the blue one. Like it just instantly reminds me of that, like the dead on exact scent. I don't know why, which is so nostalgic. And even with it going, I have it in the open concept, which it's probably not necessarily strong enough to go in the open concept, but I wanted to test it and I really didn't have anywhere else to put it. But it's maybe not the best for an open concept, depending how open your open concept is, because it is a little bit more of a lighter scent. So it's not going to be super strong or like powerhouse in there. It's doing well though, I will say. But I'm getting that same exact scent as I do on cold on warm. So I would say it's very true to its cold scent. And I like it. However, because it's so nostalgic to those erasers, I just like, I don't know if I want my home to smell that way. Like it's nice to try it out, but I don't know that I'll pick up another bar because it's not necessarily a home scent for me. You know how there's like scents you really like maybe you really like the smell of like fresh cooking while you're like getting ready to prepare dinner and ready to eat, or like a really nice perfume you have, or like things you know you really like the scent of, but you don't necessarily like want your whole house to smell like it for long periods of time. That's kind of my feeling on this. Like I enjoy it, but I'm like, do I want my house to smell like it? And like it's nostalgic and it brings me back, and that's so weird because like what an odd specific scent memory. But do I want my home to smell like it? And I feel like the answer is kind of no. So also, in case you're like, I've never smelled those erasers, you're on another level. Like, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, because they were the best. But I know Lisa Roberry was comparing this to, she did a mix of By the Sea and Watermelon Tangerine to recreate Coastal Watermelon from Bath & Body Works. If you don't watch Lisa Roberry, you would be like, what the heck? She was like, this is kind of like that mix in one scent. So a little bit like oceanic, watery, that type of vibe, plus like watermelon-y, fruity type of situation. And I can totally see that. I feel like it is more of, I mean, it says cucumber splash, green apple, and aloe vera. So maybe it's not necessarily watermelon. But there's like a slight fruit, not like a sweet fruit, more like a fresh fruit. And that's why I feel like it kind of reminds me of more melon type. But it kind of reminds me of the aquaticness of like Make a Splash. So if you're into like those types of aquatic scents, you might really like that one. I think the whole just like eraser reminder, like scent memory is just kind of weird for me. It's like throwing me off basically. Okay. I'm like so out of breath. I don't know why. Let's pull some more bars. I had some that I did in the bedroom that I finished. Oh, I think it's actually these two. Yeah, okay. So I finished Mystery Man, same as the car bar Corey had, car bar clip. I finished this up in the bedroom. This is just like a men's cologne, like I said. I don't know. It wasn't like wowing me, but I had the bar open and I wanted to finish it. I also finished Eucalyptus Wreath in the bedroom. This is fresh eucalyptus, juniper, and frosted mint. When I did my first sniffs with Corey, when this came out in like August, like late July, this was a new release for the fall winter catalog. I was like, we were like, oh, we really love this. This is like potentially maybe like club worthy. Now that I've warmed other things, and I like the freshness with the mint in this, but I don't know that it's something that I would like reach for over another like fresh or mint scent. So I'm actually not going to like stock up. I maybe have one more bar, but I'm not going to buy any more or put it in my club for this season. If it comes back, I'd buy it again, but I'm not going to do that now. Okay. We have some more mint. I'm on like the mint kick, and you'll probably see a few more mint things from me until I like transition into spring and summer, which is going to be like a week away for me. So I finished up Silver Bells. I only had 4 cubes of this left because we had mixed it last week, if you remember. And I really like this. This one is in my club. Like I said, I'll do my club edit to walk you through that. But this is like a slightly minty scent, but it's got like a very different take on a mint scent. Like it's really like perfumey in a way almost. And I feel like the mints there, but not the main focus. So if you don't like mint, you probably like this one. I used the 4 cubes in the open concept and it didn't last forever. It wasn't as strong as probably if I would have had the whole clam to work with, but it was still good. This one is Best in Snow. This is Evergreen, Cool Mint, and Icy Air. This is the first time ever trying this. And I remember doing it. And I remember, I was trying to like think back. It was really light. Like I did the whole bar in my open concept. And it was almost to the point where it was like I was searching for it. Like I knew it was going. So I would be like actively like smelling, like, do I smell that going or do I not? It was just kind of a background type of scent. Also, there's some scents for me where I am in the room and I can like actively smell the scent while it's going and I'm in the room. And then there's other scents where I'm like, I can't smell this and I have to like leave the room and come back in and then I'm like, oh, it's really nice. That was kind of one of those types of scents. It wasn't like I could smell it while I was near it. Once I left and came back, I'm like, oh, it's like a fresh mint type scent in here. But it was just so in the background for me that it was like not my favorite. Like I'd rather just be able to smell it while I'm in the room because I don't like, especially if I'm in one place, like in my office working, downstairs doing something specific, I'm not like running between rooms. So I want to smell it while I'm in the room, if that makes sense. Okay. Let's talk about this one mint one, the last mint one. It's Polar Bear Hug, which was previously Eskimo Kiss, right? Eskimo Kiss? Yeah. It was renamed to Polar Bear Hug. This is blackberry jam, brown sugar, vanilla, and amber. This was my first time trying this scent, you guys, and a lot of you were like, what? It's your first time trying this? Yes, it was. And I really actually liked it, you guys. I really, really did. I think in the clam even, and in the tester, it just doesn't wow me. Actually going it was more impressive. The notes are weird though. Blackberry jam, I wouldn't say it's fruity or like a jam. Brown sugar, I think gives it maybe some sweetness. And then the vanilla and amber kind of give it almost a perfuminess. But to me, it has a slight like cooling effect. And it's not like minty. I mean, I feel like it's minty. It doesn't say mint. And it's not like peppermint, but I feel like it's cooling. Like it smells cool in the way that like Arctic Kiss smells cool, you know? It's like that cooling mint type of effect. I really like this. I did it for like 3 days. And then on the last day, it was getting like kind of light to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to change it. If maybe, I don't know, you probably could have let it go a little bit longer, but I was like, nah, I'm going to change it. So I actually really liked that. So kind of, I mean, I'm not like necessarily kicking myself for not trying it sooner, but I'm kind of just like, why was I so nervous about it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I was avoiding it, I guess. And then I have Toffee Butter Crunch. This is the Scentsy Club exclusive bar. It's the Scentsy Club exclusive Bring Back My Bar. It's one of the 10. I'm gonna see if I can find the notes of it by any chance. Because, first of all, like, look how discolored and like, can you see the discoloration on this clam already? I just got this at the start of the month. It's very similar on cold to Salted Caramel Toffee, which I'm gonna like compare the notes of the two. Okay, here we go. So Salted Caramel Toffee, which is in the catalog for like 9 more days until the end of the month, less than 9 days, I guess. That's salted caramel, toffee, and butterscotch. This one is salted caramel glaze, candied walnuts, toffee, and vanilla bean. So they say. It says, all the ingredients for a delectable sensory confection are here. One sweet, intoxicating fragrance you'll savor all season long. That was clearly what it said when it was in the catalog. That's so funny. So here's my thought. it is similar to salted caramel toffee. However, on warm, I think that vanilla and like the other aspects of this come out and make it just like so ever slightly different. Some people may disagree because it's very similar, but it's close. I feel like the salted caramel toffee is like, it's caramel, toffee, and butterscotch. So like all of those sweet things combined. Whereas this doesn't have that butterscotch. Instead, it has the vanilla, and I think it just gives it a little bit of a different effect. I think people were like, why would I keep this when I could get salted caramel toffee? But here is my opinion, but also I'm a bakery lover, so I feel like I'm biased regardless. I think salted caramel toffee is discontinuing. It's going away. So like you won't be able to get it after January 31st. This is also going to go away after January 31st. So like if you really like one of them, or if you're like, why would I get this when I can get that? You'll have to put one of them in your club or stock up on one of them. So I'm like, I may as well put this one in my club because I prefer it, instead of putting salted caramel toffee in my club, because you can't buy that anyway. Like if I was looking to supplement this with salted caramel toffee, I can't buy that after the 31st of January. So if I'm going to put one in my club, why would I not just put the one I prefer? So I see where people are like, they're similar, because they are, but they're both going away. So like if you prefer one or the other, now's the time to like lock one into your club or stock up. So I'm going to go with that one because I think the vanilla makes it a little bit less intense. Like caramel can be real intense for some people, and I think the vanilla helps it a little bit. And then I actually went through 2 of the new release bars because I made samples of them. I'm not going to say much about them because me and Corey are going to do a first sniffs video. I think we're going to film it tomorrow, but I made samples of pineapple, mango, and cocoa for coconuts. So those ones are empty, new releases. Not quite available yet, but I emptied them via sample making. Okay, let's get on with the rest of the basket. So the main reason I was like, I need to get this video out, even though I'm not ready. I was like, I want to talk about this candle so I can put it in my Candle Crock. So I'm going to talk about it. So now we're kind of moving into the Bath and Body Works section, if that's what you want to call it. So the candle that's getting relegated to the Candle Crock is peppermint hot chocolate. You guys saw this coming. Like I've talked about this. I told you guys that this was going into the Candle Crock, but there's a couple reasons why, I guess I would say. I was working on a wax that was similar to it that I have actually finished up, and I was like, I'll burn it until that wax is gone, and then like it's going into the Candle Crock. Here's what it looks like inside. It's like burning okay. It's maybe like halfway-ish. This is the dirtiest. It's not even that bad, but this is like the dirtiest I've ever let a candle in my house get. Like, do you see all the soot marks on the side of this? Can you see those black? Can you see those? It's grody. It's like around the whole entire thing. Like, it's not like, oh, one flame's being naughty, trim it. It's like all of them are being naughty. And no matter how, like, I could cut these suckers in half right here and they still just like fly all over. And the candle smells so good. So honestly, this is like one of my best performing candles scent wise. Like I feel like I light it and I instantly can smell the scent, and it's so good. It's literally like a powdery hot chocolate with peppermint, which I don't even personally like drinking. I just love the scent of. So as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm gonna put this in my Candle Crock, and then I'm going to melt some more peppermint chocolate wax in this room to go along with it. Corey is not a fan of peppermint and chocolate, so I kind of have to do those in the office here. So if I could do this, I'm acting like I can't, like he won't allow it, but I know he'll complain. But if I could do this maybe in the open concept, I would maybe put it under like the microwave like range. I know Jessica D talks about this, like putting the candle under there, so if it like soots and stuff, when it goes up, it kind of gets caught on the range versus like on your walls and ceiling. I don't know the facts around that. Like, is that true? But I know Jessica talks about that. So I've, like, if I do a candle downstairs, I just put it under there, just peace of mind. Like, does it work? I don't know. But since I was doing that one in the office and it got that sooty, I was like, I really need to crock this. And I didn't want to put it in the crock before this video because one, it would be hot and I wouldn't be able to get it out. But two, I'd have to like lift it on the sides. And so I'll be touching all that soot. So I'll probably wipe it out, then put it in the crock. But I wanted to show you guys the soot. So like, I had to do it in this order. Had to. Finished in the crock, bergamot waters. This one burned really, really well. Was in a project pan, as you can tell, but the wicks have definitely moved, as you can see. I will say, if you're going to use a candle crock, which I'll leave a link down below because you guys always are like, what candle crock do you use? I'll leave all my links down below in the description box. I know Mr. Kong's mom talks about this. I feel like if you're talking about candles and you see this, it has to be addressed. One, if you're putting your candle in your candle crock, don't relight it. Don't do it. It's not allowed. And second reason, you might say why, this is why. These wicks are not even close to the center, but they've moved. Like, this is not how they were placed to begin with. They probably looked more like this. Can you see the difference? This is not okay. This is not okay. Sometimes they'll literally be almost like touching the edge. This is like, I don't know, maybe like 3/4 of an inch, not quite an inch. But that's still really close. Plus it has no scent, so why would you want to light it? Maybe just for ambiance, I guess, but don't relight it. Like I said, it's not allowed. It's not allowed for candle safety reasons, okay? You don't want to burn your house down, especially if you have pets. Like, come on, just, or kids or whatever. Like, come on, don't do that. It's just like leaving your house with it lit. Don't do that. Don't light it after the crock. I know it says as well, if you have a candle lamp, I haven't been using my candle lamps really. I've just been burning and using the crock for the most part. I know the candle lamp says to not relight them after you have put it under the candle lamp. I personally haven't. I know some people do because it warms from the top, not from the bottom, so the wicks shouldn't move, I guess. But just saying. I'm not advertising that you should do that. But I know some people talk about, they're like, oh, I like put it under the lamp, then I'll like burn it, then I'll put it under the lamp, and I'll like burn it. But I know when I bought my lamps, it said on the little brochure, the safety brochure, like, do not relight these wicks once you put them under the lamp. So just, I'm sure for safety precaution. Okay, 2 of these. I'm like, are these even the right scents? Maybe. I have cinnamon, caramel, sorrel, wallflower, and white pumpkin. These were both good. I'm trying to use up my wallflower collection. I'm really excited though to get into my spring and summer wallflowers because I have a ton left from last spring and summer. But I have a few winter ones I want to work through first because ideally I can just go through my winter stash, go through my spring summer stash, and then I'll be done with them. I won't have any more. So I'm trying to finish them all. I have a hand soap in Frozen Lake. This is like so old because it was in Corey's bathroom. I personally didn't like the scents of it. It's frozen cypress, eucalyptus, and juniper berry. I'm trying to finish up all my Bath & Body Works hand soaps. And yeah, this one I didn't personally like because it's so intense. So it's from like last winter, like 2020 into 2021 winter, if you know what I'm saying. So I wasn't a super fan of it. And then I just have a pumpkin cupcake wallflower. Okay, I'll probably go pretty fast through the vendor wax section. I'm trying to use up a lot of my vendor wax as much as I can. So I'm just going to go through it. If I really liked it, I guess I'll just tell you. But L3 Vanilla Butter Fudge sample. L3 Beware of the Plastics. This was in the bedroom. It's like a lavender type blend. Melted Mousse Vanilla Pudding Cake. I did this with like another vanilla scent. Oh, I think I actually did it with Rose Girls Christmas Eve and Cookie Land when I worked on this a little bit in the open concept. So that is really good. That is like the long haul. It's a loaf. Better Homes and Gardens Salted Caramel and Vanilla Bean. I would highly recommend this. It's so good. I have another clam of it. Okay. Have a lot of bags. Sample. Oh, God. Sample. Yeah. Nice. Kettle corn, pretzel, maple butter from Birdie's Making Sense. Her wax must be really soft because that one was kind of like messy on your fingers. Lavender coconut milk, clothes on the right line from Rose Girls. I can't even talk. Oh my gosh. Okay. Donut holes, Rose Girls. This is really good. Would recommend it. Have yourself a Merry Mario Christmas. This is the peppermint mocha cookies and Dunk My Donut. This is what I was mixing with the peppermint hot chocolate candle. This was not good, honestly. Like, it was just not, it was not as good as that candle. It should have been that candle, but it wasn't. L3 White Elephant Exchange Sweet Lavender. Pie Crust Rose Girls. I'm pretty sure I have some more of that. And then some that I am still working on from Rose Girls. Marshmallow Smoothie. This one only has a few left. It should be done soon. Dunk My Donut. Frosted Winterberry Waffle Cone. This kind of reminds me of Winterberry Apple Tea from Scentsy, just a little bit. And then I have Sherbet Land from Rose Girls. And I don't like this one. I think I tried it in the open concept. I think I'm gonna have to try it in the bedroom because I didn't actually like it in the open concept. So that is everything I have for this week. I will hopefully be back next Friday with another roundup of what I'm working on. Let me know what you guys are melting down below, and I'll see you soon. Bye.